Hey everybody, my name is Crafty Kathy, and I'm so happy and thankful that you've stopped in to craft and spend some time with me today. I thought a fun idea for a video would be to show you guys what I'm going to do for my mama this Mother's Day. I always do different things on Mother's Day. A lot of times I will get her a flower or a shrub or something of that nature, and instead of just giving it to her in like a planter or whatever, I will go and put it in the ground for her because number one, she never will, okay, and number two, it's kind of going full force with the gift instead of just being like, here you go, for her to put it on a table and it to die. I'm putting it in the ground so that it's there and it's beautiful. One year I got her an Alexander Magnolia because, in case you guys didn't know, my son that's 26, his name is Alexander. So, and I've always liked the Alexander Magnolias. They bloom, I think it depends on the variety you get. Some are pink flowers, some are purple. This is purple. That's specifically why I wanted this one. Well, actually, it was because it was named after my son, Alexander. But, yeah, I just think it's really pretty. It's one of my favorite, trees in the yard. It's so pretty. But I like to do things like that. And this year's no different. I actually got her some cherry tomatoes is what most people call them. We call them Tommy Toes. No matter what variety they are, around my parts, they're all Tommy Toes. That's what we call them. But this one is a super sweet cherry tomato, and it's indeterminate. Sorry. And if you didn't know what indeterminate means, it means like there is no limit to how much this can grow and produce fruit, right? Unless it gets frost or some type of element messes with it. But if you put this in a greenhouse all winter, it's going to keep producing your fruit, which Mama ain't never going to do that, okay? She kills most of the stuff I get her. And so I try to make it easy on her. My plan is, this one is just in the little cup, My plan is to get that and to plant it for her. So literally all she's got to do is walk out on the patio or the back porch or wherever she decides to put it and put some water on it. We will see if that ever happens. My thought is, probably won't. But anyways, it's the thought that counts. I also like to DIY something because I feel like it puts a special spin on it. Anybody can go buy something and hand it to somebody, but I'm putting my love and thought into making something for you, so it's kind of like more special because I'm thinking about the things that you like. And so, you know what I'm saying? Mama loves tomatoes. Most us Southerners do love to any kind of tomato you can think of. We like it. And so Mama loves tomatoes, and I know that. And so I'm doing something that she likes, thinking of her and taking that extra step to plant it for her. And that's probably not the only one I'll get her. I'll probably get her like, I don't know if I'll get her some Better Boys or something like that too, that she can just grow, like in the patio pots or whatever. Of course, I don't buy them in the patio pots because they charge a crazy amount of money when you can literally buy them in the little cups and pull it out and put it in a pot yourself, and it's the same thing. It's just about 10 to 15 bucks cheaper. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of the things that I did for Mother's Day for Mama. I'm going to put her a little basket together this year. And in addition to the things that I'm going to show you, I am going to get her some flowers. But I'm going to wait because today's just Thursday. I don't want to get the flowers right now. They're going to be fresh flowers. By Sunday, they're not going to be as pretty. So I'm going to wait. So I won't be able to show you those, but I will be able to give you some ideas on what I did. So anyway, let's head over to the craft room and see what I came up with. So here we are in my craft room. I did grab one of these larger size glass jars that has the top on it because she can use this to put whatever in, but my thought was to put flowers in it and then she can put whatever in it later. I'm just going to use one of these little decals that I got at Temu. There was like 4 or 6 of them in a package, and they were just, I'm thinking, I know they were like $3. They were under 4, I know, because I'm too cheap to pay any more. And these are super easy to put on. You put them on like a sticker. So I start off in the middle, and then I run my hands from the center outward, and that will help it stick. And then I just kind of really press in, because we want, when we peel up the sticker, the beautiful part is going to be left down. And we want all of it to stick as much as possible. But I have noticed with these ones like this one that has writing on it, it has teeny tiny little words on it that are pretty much illegible. But what I want is much of those words to stick as possible. If a little bit of it doesn't come up, that's fine. It's no loss, really. And if you find whenever you pull up a corner that some of it is sticking, some of the main pieces that you don't want to stick, what I do is just go to a different corner. That's why it's taking me so long. And I do have this barely sped up, but I wanted to show you how I do it. See, I did have some of the words stay on there. It wasn't much at all. It's not enough for me to want to worry over to try to make sure that every little piece sticks. But see, I will go to another corner and just kind of peel it from a different direction. I find that a lot of times that works. But I finally got it off of there, and I'm going to show you it was just very, very little bit of the wording that's left. See, you can barely even see it. And here is the outcome. This is what the jar looks like. I have hand washed mine many times. I've even accidentally thrown them in the dishwasher. And I'm surprised how these hold up. Now, the next thing that I want to DIY is one of these small pillar candles, and this one is from Dollar Tree also. I'm just making sure that I get all of the pieces off of there, and I picked up these flowers. They're just little pressed flowers from Amazon. I think they were about $4, and they say there's 75 of them in there. Now, these are very fragile, so the best way to work with these is to pick them up with tweezers, and it took me just a few minutes to realize that. But let me show you what I did. I worked with my crafty little glue stick, and this is one of the permanent glue sticks. And what I did was just added some of the glue on there, and then I started placing my flowers on there. But I did find a better way as the project went along, because I didn't feel that that little glue stick was going to be enough to hold my flowers up. Now, I tried with my glue stick, because you guys know that I am a die-hard fan of that permanent glue stick. I did start putting them down, and I realized that they just weren't going to stay with that, and that I needed something a little bit more. So I used the glue stick, and I used my heat gun, because the heat gun will melt that wax pillar candle, and it will come up through the flowers and cause them to stay. The best thing to do is to put them where you want them at. And see, I still had to use the glue stick so that they would stay put. Then I put a piece of parchment paper over them and used the heat. You can actually see through that parchment paper when the wax comes up through that flower, because it changes colors. And you can actually see the wax, coming up through that flower. So that's how you know when it's time to stop. See how it's changing color there right before our eyes? And then I would use my hands to further rub it in, make sure that it's in there really good, and then you just peel it off and you have the most beautiful candle. Now I'm going to go around and just put all different types of flowers on here. I'm going to speed it up just so that this video is not super long. But you see, I'm just using the tweezer and I'm placing the flowers, each one where I want them to go. I thought they looked really pretty when I kind of placed them in just a kind of a nonchalant kind of way, like they just, I don't know, I just thought that was a prettier pattern. And with that wax paper, you can just go around and you can literally see it grab onto that flower and hold it. So that's what I did all the way around this candle, and it made the most beautiful pattern. See how easy that is? And if you find that a piece kind of like at the bottom of the candle, if you find that it looks like it's so hard to explain this, that it seems like it's got a wrinkle in it, the candle itself, while it's still warm, use your fingers to go about and even it out, to make it look right again. I did put a couple of flowers on the top also. And once that I was satisfied with the way that it looked, look how beautiful this turned out. It's just so pretty, and I think she's really going to like this. Now we're out here in my very messy craft room, so sorry that if you can see all the mess behind us, but that's just kind of how it is right now. I wanted to show y'all what this looks like whenever I put it all together. I did finish Mama's... Okay, I'm dropping stuff. I did put her plant, her little tomato, in a planter. This is one of those planters that comes from the Dollar General. I think they're $6. It's a good size, especially for like a tomato that you usually just, or a cherry tomato that you put on your patio. That's a good size. And I went ahead and put 2 little stakes in there because I know she's not going to when it starts growing. And that way, that poor plant has a snowball's chance in Hades, at least, that maybe it'll stay alive for more than a month. I hope she's not watching this, but y'all, I did not inherit a green thumb from my mom, okay? That was learned. I taught myself. That's all self-taught. Anyways, let's put this basket together. Let me stop blabbing. Okay, Mama is a nurse too. I found this at Dollar Tree, y'all, and it says, not all angels have wings, some have stethoscopes. Of course, she's retired now, but once a nurse, always a nurse, okay? It just happens. And I dropped something. What did I drop? Yes. Now, remember I told you I just have a whole bunch of different things. I'm not really going for trying to make it look absolutely gorgeous right now. I'm going to probably put some of that pretty paper that you put over in it, or just kind of a round thing, so it looks a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Now, Mama is crazy about these. I think I already told you that. So, got a truckload of them. These are the crossword puzzles and those Sudoku and all that stuff. She likes doing that. She sits around for hours at a time doing that. And so we're going to put those in there. Let's see. Stand up, please. Behave. You guys remember the flowers. Let's just pretend that these are fresh flowers. Because, okay, we're not going... Remember I told you we're not going to put fresh flowers in there until like Saturday, probably. I may even wait till Sunday to get them because I want them to be pretty. So let's just pretend, okay, that these are beautiful lavender sprigs, okay? Gorgeous. That's going to go in there. And if she wants to use that jar for whatever else, she can do that. That's all good. I found these at the Dollar Tree the other day. They're those little, they're like the solar lantern thingies, and you can hang them from like a small little stake. I got her 2 of them. They were just $1.25. I figured that she could put these maybe, like her house is like on a slope, like a hill, like it goes like that. And so the driveway, the little driveway goes down through there, and it's concrete. And then so I thought she could stick that on each side. Well, I'll stick it on each side because she won't do it, so I'll do it for her. And I thought these were cute, you know. All right, so that's those. Found this at the Dollar Tree. It's just a simple little plaque. You're the best, Mom. Cute, whatever. It's cute. All right, so got her that. I did get a little 5x7 frame, and in case you noticed, all of this stuff, or most of this stuff, is from the Dollar Tree, except for the tomato. And this is from Dollar General, but you can get this size, I'm pretty sure, at Dollar Tree if you wanted to do all Dollar Tree. I'm going to put a picture in here. Of course, it's going to be of my grandbabies. And I just don't know which one yet, so we're working on that. That's a work in progress. I did get her this thing. This is a rose quartz roller. I don't even know if she'll use this. My mother has used olive oil on her face since the dawn of time. When I smell that, I think of my mama. Always. And her face is like as soft as a baby's butt. It really is. And to be 70, she's like 75. She looks like she's in her 50s. All the women in my family on my mother's side seems to have good luck in that area. It's blessed, not good luck. Okay, so that's one of those rollers when you put your face stuff on, you can roll it and la-di-da-di-da, and it just feels good. So, yeah. Got her that. Got her another candle. This is a smell good candle. This one is a Huntington Beach Sand and Fog. This came from Marshall's. Okay? They have really good candles at really good prices. This is L'Oreal Age Perfect. I want her to try something different besides olive oil, but she probably won't, but we got it anyway. She's one of them, she's set in her way, she's going to do what she's going to do, and that's just basically how it is. Now, this is that beautiful little candle that I made, and I only made one. I kind of wish I would have made two, but the thing is, I knew I was going to be putting the smell good candle in there, so I didn't want to do too many candles, you know? So we're going to put that in there. I also have 2 of the little Bath & Body hand sanitizers. I have always been crazy about these, even before the pandemic. I was absolutely crazy about them. I love the way they smell, and I like to keep my hands clean. I think that's kind of a nursing thing. You know, I get a lot of them. I get like 20 of them at a time. And for each season, well, it's usually for each season, I kind of get about 25 to 30. But I do give some to my daughter-in-law and some to mama and some to just different people. I know I go through 20 per season, and that's just me and my daughter at home because I use a lot of them. And like I said, I did that even before the pandemic. I also found this Yardley. If you guys don't know the Yardley soap at Dollar Tree, or Dollar Tree sells it, it smells so good. The lavender is my favorite. And I found this body mist. It's Summer Breeze, and it was just $1.25. I thought that would be cute to just throw that in there with her little gifts, you know. And even the card that I got was from, it's very hard to get out of here. Even the card that I got was from Dollar Tree. I can't even get this thing out of here. It's like, it's thick. Okay, I'll just show it to you. Like, this is so sad. I'm afraid, okay, I was afraid I was going to rip the card. I didn't want to do that. It's a little butterfly. Look how pretty. It's got little buttons in there. And y'all know I love my buttons in crafting. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, how cute. And the ones at Dollar Tree usually have just a very simple saying in that. This one says, celebrating the mom you are and all you mean to me. But it don't matter because they just open it up, they read it, and then it's never thought of again. But they're $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So to me, I would rather get my cards there. Why would you spend like $6 on a card at Walmart when you know, you can get it at Dollar Tree? Same thing. And it came with this cute little sticker to go on the outside. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And that's going to top it off. And so this is her basket. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea. Don't forget her mater. Or her maters. And I'm also going to get her some fresh flowers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel, because we always have room for more and we'd love to have you around here. And other than that, let's just, like I said, pretend like this is flowers. And this is a nice little Mother's Day basket. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing you real soon, as long as the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. Did you know that if you're on a phone or a tablet, that you can just tap on my face right here and subscribe to my channel? You sure can, and I would love for you to do that. If you like this content, I have another one right here that I would love for you to watch. You can just tap on that too. I'll see you guys soon. God bless you and your families.